This is
Usually we learn by more of audio, visual and mixed. Learning process is audio, video and mixed. So by feeling and touching, your mind will be in tune to know more. That's only about you. This is a small picture showing some people close their eyes and one person is there, one partially open. Here there is complete open.
Two eyes are open.
So energy medicines or alternative healing can be medically categorized. Although you cannot, you don't have much words to say it out also. It usually comes under your parapsychology. You can categorize. If you see everything as a form of energy, everything is an energy. If you see the world as an energy, or little more extra I want to add is bioenergy. All the living things will come under bioenergy. All the matter will also come under the energy which is not moving. So all the energies based therapies can become cultivated or categorized under manipulation of the bioelectrical energy. See this? This is some one point where it logically we accept this. So just like your mobile, you have a mobile, you call somebody, there is regular frequency of electromagnetic waves reach to a tower, and from there it goes to another mobile in a fraction of a second. You believe that, no? You agree? Similarly, we have a bioenergy. So there is a subtle amount of energy which is surrounded in us and around us. So usually in a disease state, some of these energies have imbalance in one particular place. Say some, will not go much detail into that, but when I discuss about pranic healing and Reiki, you will understand why these energies are important. So wherever there is a less of energy, usually pranic healing people or Reiki people try to bring those bioelectrical energy using some crystals or using some prayers or using some tools. Those tools can be anything. If you categorize the world into just an energy and vibration, the God which you believe is one vibration which is vibrating at a higher frequencies of you and you are at a lower frequency. You are one person with a little bioelectrical energy. Once you understand this way, this usually I try to understand my therapies and world like this. There are so many gods, so many teachers to teach all those. But I usually, if you categorize vibrations and energy, it will be easy for you to understand rather than naming. Okay, this God is good and I want that God. I believe this God only. Other God I don't worry. I will not take names. I believe God, I believe this God. And this God is only my favorite. Other God I am least bothered. You know? So, coming to a neutral position, so not hurting any sentiment of any religious people. So vibration and energy is a common point where you can take for yourself to know it at the back of your mind when you are treating the patient. So those bioelectrical energies can be enhanced or reduced. If somebody is doing fasting, their body's energy reduces, that bioelectrical energy increases. Is it interesting to know? Somebody is doing fasting. Somebody is taking more energy foods, more food which are more at the level of alkaline pH, you can say, more fruits and vegetables, their bioelectrical energy increases. So then you understand with your religious context. If somebody is a Jain, you'll understand. It's too much of who's Jain here? Yeah, that's why there is so much of focusing towards the energy. They don't want to consider energy which reduces their bioenergy. So their diet is designed in a such a way that maximum energy they will grab. For what? For what?
To conserve and function.
To conserve and function. Or to also have an in-tuned body, mind, spirit, where you are able to experience higher dimension of energies with that. I'm beating around bush because I want you to go slow. So all those categories of energy system based therapies can be categorized like this. So you can see here there is one man at the center where is less of energy. If you see this picture as in bioelectrical energy, those surrounding people having high energies, so they are helping this person with low energy. Now you can consider it with your way of therapy. The central person is with the depression. You can take an example. You are the peripheral person, or the second or last third person as a counselor. Patient, close family members, where there is a intimacy is more. You will not be so close to a patient unless it is you are into therapy. So this energy based system is one which holds good for all the gods of your beliefs. Somewhere you will see Jesus outside, see no? Standing and saying, there is increase in, there is some statement you just to see it, I am not able to recollect it. If you are into sorrow, I saw, if you are into sorrow, there is I'll instill more joy. It is nothing but he is having more bioelectrical energy, he is gaining from the collective unconsciousness, whatever way he has followed, and then he is sharing with the world. Outside the principal chamber, I saw Jesus picture doing like this. What it means? When you understand into energy based system, it simply means Hindu gods and goddesses always you will see this. Some gurujis will be doing this. Whenever you have more fear, what you do? You bring your same hand to chest. Oh, I'm afraid. Now I'm afraid, I'm standing in the corner because of not able to open up much. Opening up slowly. So it is just an energy. When I'm having a fear, I use my hands onto my chest. Is it common? So there it's already healing. Reiki is happening there. We are using more bioelectrical energy of the hand and you're bringing it towards heart. Is it interesting?
Yes.
So to correlate with the medically, number of receptors are maximum in your hand compared to any part of your body. So thumb has got a maximum area on to the brain called as motor homunculus. You know it?
Yeah.
Look down, right down there. MOTOR, motor homunculus. So I am trying to dissolve all the principles of different way of therapies into common way. Motor homunculus, HOMONCULUS. Motor homunculus is a practical, scientific proven research says that number of receptors are maximum. The receptors can be touch, force touch, pain, hot and cold, or proprioception. You change your body movement with your closed eyes also, you can feel the energies. We'll do a small experiment to break or increase the comfort zone between us. Just move your index finger. Only index finger. Video shooting also will get more. Now only move the thumb, both sides. Now only move the right little finger. Keep observing what's happening. Slowly stand up. Don't break my crystal. Hold your finger like this. With the closed eyes, you're extending your hands and bringing your hands in front of you. Don't hit the other person like this.
Do, you're blocking.
With the closed eyes, bring it, touch the tip of index finger. Twice. 2 and 3. Observe what's happening. Slowly drop your hands down. Second, with the eyes open, we'll do this. So observe what's happening. Eyes open, you are trying to touch the tip of index finger. So observe what's happening. There is something interesting happening.
Yes.
Okay. Last one. Do the same at the back. With eyes open. Trying to touch. That is. Okay, sit down. Sit down. Those who are on slippers, only move second toe. If you want to remove the slipper, you can do. Now you move this finger, thumb, you move now. Similarly, I want you to move second toe. You should not move any other fingers. Any other finger. Move it. Or you only move the fifth toe on the left. Try, just try. It's possible. Some people can do it. Only move the little last finger. Yeah, only one. So, what observation you felt? So even when you did this in front, with the closed eyes, any change you felt?
Yes.
You could do it?
Yes.
You could do it?
No. Second and third time it didn't happen.
First one happened.
Yes.
Because, any idea? No. Because brain has a specific areas in the centers where this part of the body will be identified far better even if it is closed eyes. So this dimension, this space will be identified more. So now you compare. This is something interesting to make you laugh and break that attention, yawning and attention. Huh? So when you did this is possible because you have increased the fine motor skills of your hand by repeated practices. You have seen some people writing with their toes. Did you see?
Yes.
So it is the highest of the training practice where hand skills can be brought to the feet. For us it is not possible. For those people it can be possible. So it is an alteration of energy systems and training. When I use this front concept, this space is more used by the brain to understand than this space and then back space. So that's how all the salutations or namaskara has been designed. You do namaskara in front. You Chinese will say this in front. Or Buddhist will do like this in front. Christians also do like this in front. Have you seen anybody doing at the back? How are you? So it's everything. If you understand everything as an energy, it will be easy for you to understand why these people do this way. If somebody is saying, "Oh, I'm only doing namaste is only right," somebody is saying, "Only I do like this, only right." Somebody does like this, it's only right. You accept, no problem. It's right, but you understand the concept behind it. That's enough. Most of people will teach you ways to do it. You should know how to. What is the subtle concept behind it? So with this space is more known to the body. So most of energy practices uses front part of your body. So comes under pranic healing and Reiki. You're okay with this now? So second example I have given. If somebody you feel more fear, your hands directly goes to your chest. Is it yes or no?
Yes.
So it is because number or a bioelectrical frequency around your hands is maximum. As the number of receptors are maximum in the hand, bioelectrical energy is also maximum in the hands. Next is feet. Yes, so the next is hands and feet. Yes. Next is your number of receptors highest in the lip area. I have seen somebody kissing like this, elbow to elbow, elbow to elbow.
You never know.
Will demonstrate. Have you seen somebody kissing like this? Whatever it is, let it be a passionate kiss, romantic kiss, or mother kissing a child also. You kiss with this because number of receptors are maximum. Just to understand this, I made this kind of jokes because you will never forget this. So, to begin with, Reiki and pranic healing, I will not go much details. I will give the slides later to you. So, understanding the concept is more than enough. So, front dimension uses more space, more understanding. Body understands it very fast. So, most of spiritual healings are used. They uses front part of your body much. So, few talks. Pranic healing is a one. Prana is nothing but bioelectrical energy, called by so-called Indians or yogis or Vedic people. Same bioelectrical energy in China called as Qi. Acupuncture uses Qi. Same prana somewhere else you call Z. Zen is called as Z, Japanese. Same prana, so same, body is same. If you are American, body is same. If you are Indian, body is same. If you are Chinese, body is same. Mind is same. But upbringing, cultural differences will be there. But energy is same. So pranic healing and Reiki are more or less is the same energy-based therapies. You're okay with this? Energy-based therapies. Pranic healing uses more of a natural resources, like I draw prana from the sun, I draw prana from the air, and then uses, see, one is receiving. As number of bioelectrical energy in the hands is maximum, I receive. Jesus, you see there outside, he is receiving. So he is able to claim that you want to share. Understand this concept, no? Body is gone, but the energies or work will be remaining. So he is receiving and you are giving. So pranic healing uses natural resources as a stimulant to gain higher bioelectrical energies to heal the bioelectrical energy of a person which is less. If somebody is very weak, is very, very emotional, they say this front energies are less. They feel like that. So for you to understand pranic healing and Reiki, I should show one more picture which shows about chakras. Is it interesting or it's not? So my words are all very random. So this is one meditative posture showing some different petals. They call it as chakra. Chakra is something which rotates. Chakra is something which rotates. So don't take it to a religious extent. It's a yoga term. It is used as bioelectrical vibrations around different groups of nerves. You'll be able to take like this. It will be easy for you. Lower part, there are usually they say 7, 11, 22, 49 levels of chakras or energies. Biologically, bodily, there will be few chakras. Some people say major 7 and small chakras will be there differently. When somebody uses trigger point, maximum bulk of the muscles they press and then they channelize the energy. It uses small bioelectrical energies of the nerve in and around those areas. This is big energy. So lower it constitutes to, medically it constitutes to some group of plexus of nerves called as the perineal plexus of nerves. Perineal plexus of nerves constitutes the lower chakras. Second one is your adrenals. Adrenals constitute the second energy. Third is your pancreas. Endocrine system is there. There is a plexus of nerves. Endocrine system, pancreas. Perineal plexus of nerves. I think I'm confused. I will come from the top. Little confused now. So top is the pineal gland. Pineal gland, usually medically there is nothing much function except from day and night cycle. Secretes melatonin and makes you feel sleepy. So when somebody is sleepless, you need to alter their room lights. It should be dim and yellowish in color. So they're combining color therapy and also the idea to secrete more melatonin. So first is pineal gland, second is the pituitary, third is thymus, thyroids, fourth is thymus, fifth is pancreas, sixth is adrenal glands. This picture is not so correct. Sixth is adrenals, seventh is perineal glands. Lower female and male genital system first, adrenal second,
Yeah, that
pancreas third, thymus fourth, throat fifth, eyebrow sixth and seventh. So there are groups of nerves we call plexus. We write on this PLEXUS, nerve plexus. So perineal plexus, solar plexus, abdominal plexus, cardiac plexus, carotid. Around that there are groups of nerves, and pituitary, pineal or hypothalamus. These constitutes. Somewhere it correlates with major organs of our body which are regulating our body. Major endocrine systems, major nerve plexus. Just take it in a short that there are different localities where number of nerves are clumped too much in that particular area. Highly sensitive area, which is a perineal field. So based on this nerve plexus, it's a gross representation of those subtle energies. If you're able to understand this way, it's more than enough. There are some different groups of nerve plexus and locations of the endocrine systems. Major locations of endocrine systems, major locations of those nerve plexus are the locations physically around what energy concept we are deriving. So if we say bioelectrical energy around the lower chakra, it's just I should show you some more pictures. Okay, if you know body like this, so all of your Reiki pranic healing works around this, using these two energy systems as a giving and take and give. You take from one hand, give from other, and also from the head. So prayer, if say somebody says prayer, so I'm praying God that He should help me. The prayer brings a relaxation in your body, and you are sending a thought. That thought may percolate into subconscious, go to the cosmic unconscious. If there is some energy vibrations happening at that level, it can attract it. You know? You're okay with this? It's too much for the brain. Huh?
No, it's fine.
See, I'm trying to take out the religious context and try to combine as a medical partly so that it's acceptable for all. So in Reiki is a common energy system. They use it just to replace that energy system where there is a lacking. They use a common methods. They don't evaluate, okay, where there is energy less, where there is energy more, they don't evaluate usually. So they just try to replace the energies using some energy enhancing crystals or stuffs like Rudraksh. Crystals, what? Crystals you have seen, that white color is called as white quartz, which has an attraction power to anything which you send, it will be enhanced. If it is a prayer, it will be enhanced. If I want to heal somebody, I'm using the person's name or picture and I attract that unconditionally. It's like I let me be the instrument and let the higher energies percolate through me and then heal this person. That itself will work indirectly. To suggest this or to prove this, there is one research by, you can write on this also, Dr. Mosaru, Japan, water crystal research. Dr. Mosaru, not Masaru. Not, in Kannada it is called as curd. M-O-S-A-R-O. I use simile to remember his name, Mosaru. Dr. Mosaru's water molecule research. So research is like this. Water molecule research. Research is They use a glass of water, keep it in front, and surrounding some group of people, they start scolding the water. You just throw a negative energy, bloody idiot and all those. You talk to that energy, and then after your scolding period is over, from 5 to 10 minutes, all the negative energy, whatever you have to scold. So then they check this water molecule, and what they found is the crystalline nature of the water molecule will become asymmetric. So it's from crystallography. If they observe from high crystallograph machines, they see the electrical symmetry of these water molecules have been hampered. They are not touching the water, but still you can change. You know? So that constitutes what vibrations energy. It helps. It changes body's energies. So our body is made up of 60 to 80%